Rasmussen at center ice will ladle one deep, and that's where Markstrom looks behind him before he moves it to Brenden Dillon. Dillon fanned on the first pass and then doesn't get it out. Puck comes to Kopp in front, he missed it wide. Dougie Hamilton flashed in there with his stick to do enough. Dillon just got crunched into the corner. Hamilton coming over. I am shocked there is not a boarding penalty called out. Dillon wants to fight. He'll go with Fischer here. That was a dangerous hit.
And he waited to throw a punch till after Fischer dropped his gloves and standing up for himself, and both guys throwing some right hands. And Fischer's a pretty strong kid, not maybe as much of a fighter as Brenden Dillon, but he can handle himself and he's doing a decent job. Both guys with some pretty big rights. I don't think too many connected, but there was one or two.
Bill, did you see, was there a penalty initially?
There was not an initial penalty called, which surprises me. I think Dillon thought he was in a vulnerable position there when he was hit.
Yeah, he's not happy about, he felt he was hit in the numbers from behind when he was in a bad, vulnerable position.
Referees are Gord Dwyer and Brian Pochmara. You have to hope here they don't throw an instigator penalty out there.
I think he waited smartly there, but Dillon not happy, and rightfully so. It's okay. That's part of this game. It's aggression. It's no call. So Dillon says, I've got to take matters into my own hands and show you that I don't accept that. Pretty good scrap by two guys.
You guys surprised that wasn't a board there? Watching the hit.
It
happened so quick, but look,
close.
His face is looking at the glass, and
he kind of got him a little bit from the side, and sometimes in a 2-2 game, refs give the guy the benefit of the doubt. See, kind of from the side, but it's a bad position. Yeah. Having said that, like I said, I understand it sometimes. I mean, letting the boys play.
As long as Dillon doesn't get the instigator now.
I think that is the concern.
Well, that
because
would be bad.
Well, Dana, the problem is he dropped the glove so much earlier than Fischer. I know he waited, but that's usually why they call the penalty. Whether it should be or not, that's usually why it's called. And here's the decision.
New Jersey, number 5, 2 minutes for roughing, 5 minutes for fighting. Detroit, number 36, 5 minutes for fighting.
That's not right.
Come on.
Roughing and fighting, and Sheldon Keefe is steamed. In this game, in this situation, to make that call, it's Gord Dwyer and Brian Pochmara who discussed it. And they elect not to call the instigator, but instead the roughing penalty, which means power play.
The bridge of the nose was cut because him going hard into the boards of Brenden Dillon. See some blood there. So this is two games in a row in the third period. Tough calls. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. I said I don't mind them letting the board go maybe in a 2-2 game, even though it could have been called. But you can't call Dillon for the extra. You just can't. It's got to be even.